Hey everybody, welcome to Animation Capstone. That's right, welcome to the end of week 2. We made it through 2 weeks out of 11. A lot of cool things to do, really excited about everything. So, figured I'd end this week off since we've introduced demo reels. Like, what are some good examples from a tip or some tips from a pro? So I talked with a friend of mine actually that used to work with me at Electronic Arts and how he used to build demo reels as a senior animator. And so he gave me a few tips, like just some general guidelines that might help out. So I figured I'd talk about that for the last part of this week and then just get into it a little bit more. So yeah, let's do that a little bit. So, his name's Maurice Bennett. He's had actually over 50, even now, I think, since I've done this slide, I think actually over 20 years of animation experience. He's definitely got like at least a decade more than I do, in the game industry for sure. And he's worked with like a whole bunch of different games like Naughty Dog Studios, Activision, EA, Tiburon, Steamroller Games. I worked with him at Tiburon, when he was the senior animator for CG animation, for the presentation team, and those are the guys that did all like the cinematics. So yeah, he was definitely on the bigger squads with those. He was definitely an art lead animator, design artist, engine. So I kind of asked him, I was like, what are some good techniques for you to utilize for demo reels? So first, when he said, "You're only as good as your worst piece," and something he always keeps in mind is demo reels are only watched until something is not as strong. So when they see something that's not as high quality compared to the rest of it, or if it's not like on the same level, they're always gonna like keep an eye on that one thing that's like less compared to everything else. So always keep your strongest work first. And short is not always terrible, he said. He kind of disagrees with me in this fact, where he's like, you could do like a less than a minute and a half to like a minute, but I think a minute and a half to two is more for me. But it just, like it's a demo reel. There's no exact rules to everything. So now another thing he always says, cut the size, fat doesn't matter. He said he'd rather see like 10 to 20 seconds of like quality work, rather than 2 minutes of overfilled work. He feels like if you just do like this one clip on this one thing for like 3 4 minutes, then what's the point of it? You're just kind of showing more flaws as you go in more. So yeah, he thinks keep it short and sweet. Keep it no more than 2 minutes is usually what his real role is. So all right. Now, a couple other things. He did say to another thing about demo reel is don't always just leave it alone after you're done with it. Keep updating it. Keep constantly working at it, because as you work and as you build up, it's currently filled with schoolwork, right? But as you keep going further and as you keep like evolving it, it becomes even something more. So you definitely want to keep subtracting work out or keep removing work and adding new stuff in there. Don't just keep this demo reel and just like have this as your first, because remember, it's out there and online if you're sharing it online. So if you don't keep updating it, then it's just going to be this first version that's out there. And another thing he always tells me this too is don't assume you're not qualified. A lot of times when they say like, I want 10 years of experience, I want 8 years of experience, the teams end up hiring multiple skill levels, and persistence is key a lot of times. So the big thing about this is the fact that you want to keep in mind that we as developers and creative concepts, we and creative companies, we try to hire multiple skill points because we have a senior artist, we have a regular artist, and we also have our junior artists. And a lot of times we want our junior artists to learn from our seniors. And that's really a big concept right there of kind of growing the team and really structuring them and making them stronger. So we hire multiple skill levels on multiple scenarios. So persistence is key. Don't give up on what you think it is, because as long as you keep doing it more, we'll bend more if we keep seeing you try more. So that's really the big aspect about that. All right, cool. So other than that, that's pretty much just some tips he had. Just give you some last announcements. So do keep in mind, you have your discussion post, your reply post due tonight. Also, you have your project assignment, which is due for your title cards and end cards. Keep in mind one separate file for each one, the title card and the end card. That's due on Sunday, along with your live lecture as well. I'll also post the live lecture rubrics and the link for next week on Monday. Everything should be coming up. I also graded your assignments. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So be safe, have fun, enjoy. Thanks for being awesome as always. And have a great weekend. I'll check in throughout the weekend. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for being awesome, and take it easy. All right. See you, everybody, for next week and next announcement. Bye-bye.